We have a great roster of speakers today, and I want to tell you a quick story about our first speaker. After San Francisco passed Measure G in 2012, Los Angeles passed Prop C in 2013, basically, the same language as the overturned Citizens United Act, Prop 49. And over 60 cities and towns throughout California had passed similar resolutions through their city councils. I called up a very practiced organizer whom I'd worked with before and said, I think we need to go for a statewide ballot measure. Let's get that through the legislature. The legislature passed AJR 22, which was a call on the Congress to draft and pass and return to the states. And this very practiced organizer said to me, that's never going to happen. She said, there's only one guy up there who cares about this issue. And as it happens, that turns out not quite to be true. The only reason that turns out not to be true is because you wrote, you called, you faxed, you emailed. Everybody, nearly everybody I see here I know came to Sacramento for a hearing. But that one guy, it is no accident that that one guy, whom that organizer told me was the only person in Sacramento who cared about that issue, is the California legislator who is here today to talk to us, and that man is Senator Bob Wieckowski.
Good morning, early birds. God bless you all. Thank you for those fine introductory remarks. As I understand it, the super PACs have now accumulated $250 million in the presidential campaigns as of June of this year. That dark money is 10 times the amount of dark money that had been accumulated at the same time in the 2012 presidential election. Now, actually, it's not dark money it's dark money to us who are out of it, but it's not really dark money for those candidates who expect to benefit from those contributions. It was, I guess, my pleasure to be the author of the Assembly Joint Resolution 22 that asked Congress to overturn Citizens United, to take the first legislation, the bill when I was in the Assembly, to actually have an instruction. Let's not play games with what we're asking for. We're asking for the public to instruct the legislature on what we should do on Citizens United. This argument, well, we hope there's an argument. That's what we want to do. We want to have an argument so we can debate whether it's merely advisory, as the Jarvis-Gann folks would like us to believe, or if it's instructional. You've all read the background information. When we decided to have direct elections of senators, that the legislature asked the people back in the 19th century, should we have direct elections for senators? And we got instruction. The legislature got the instruction from the people. The Constitution starts off with "we the people." But more importantly, and I know you'll hear from other speakers, is that the California Constitution is much more liberal than the U.S. Constitution. And the U.S. Constitution, and we read the Chronicle or LA Times or whatever, they have enumerated powers. This is what you can do, Congress. This is what we're limiting you. California, our legislature, whether you like it or not, we can do anything that's not prohibited. We can, and today with Prop 49, if we pass the measure, which we did, which was approved, to put Prop 49 on the ballot, then it's our right as a California legislature to do that. So I'm saddened and shocked that the Supreme Court would not even have a hearing on the matter, which is a slap in the face of the legislature. If we're going to have balanced power and we're going to have respect for the executive, respect for the legislature, and respect for the Supreme Court doesn't just by fiat say we're taking an initiative off the ballot. They need to have a hearing. They need to explain. So I'm here to join you, to thank you for all the 50,000 emails and petitions that you guys have signed throughout the time that we're fighting this. And it's time for the people of California to say enough is enough on dark money, and let's overturn Citizens United. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Senator Wieckowski. Okay, so this man made news.